There is so much going on in the world of Apex Legends right now. In this video, I'm gonna get you caught up with all of the news involving Apex Legends. Some things I'm gonna talk about during this video is gonna involve new exploits, an Apex Legends mobile version, a Paintball LTM, some crazy leaks, and even more. There is so much going on right now that to me, it almost feels like the start of a new season. So I'm thinking that you will all find this video pretty interesting. I'm Alarmix, and let's get into the video. So as you know, with the most recent patch, Octane underwent some changes. Now Octane's stim, it has something that you could call a cleanse, to where if you get hit with any sort of slowing thing in the game, like an arc star or caustic's gas, you can hit Octane's stim to get rid of that. But players have found with Octane, his stim is not the only thing that will cleanse. You can actually use heals. So I went to the firing range to test this, and I just arc starred myself, and I quickly hit a shield cell right afterwards and canceled it, and it completely got rid of the arc star stun. Since the Lost Treasures patch, you now can stim while healing with Octane. So you know, just for another example, in firing range, I was healing with this Phoenix kit, I hit the stim and I absolutely flew. Though people, do not get your hopes up too much, because it seems like all of this, it's going to be going away very soon. There's this guy on Twitter called Remit Santos. He tweeted at a Respawn developer, "Hey, at developer, is it a bug or an intended feature that Octane can now run pretty fast while healing and using the stim at the same time?" And then the developer, I think his name is Carlos Pineda, he said, "Unfortunately, it's a bug. Enjoy it while you can." So I think that's actually pretty unfortunate. I think some of them Octane mains out there were really hoping that you can stim and move pretty fast while healing. With Octane, you can actually B-hop heal while you're stimmed. But I think that'd be the coolest thing if they decided to keep this in the game. Imagine that, Octane getting a buff from an accidental bug that they let into the game. I do really like the idea of Octane being slowed down by nothing, moving really fast while healing. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think that'd be too OP, and Octane is certainly not overpowered in this current meta. Now we're gonna move on to some pretty big leaks, and this involves the next legend coming to Apex Legends. So we have this leaked developer picture, and up to date, this has been 100% accurate in predicting the next legends coming to Apex Legends. So as you can see from this picture, it goes Crypto, Revenant, Loba, then Rampart. So because of this and a couple of other reasons, things involving the game files mainly, we know that Rampart should be the next legend coming to Apex, as long as we don't get like Forge bamboozled again. So with the most recent Lost Treasures patch, we actually got quite a few assets added to the game files involving Rampart. So I'm gonna be using Shrugtull's information from this. He's a data miner over on Twitter. I'll be leaving credit to him in the description, because I always leave credit to the people's information I use in the description. So I'm gonna put this picture up on screen. These are the new assets that were added to the game files in the most recent update. From this little lettering, we can pull out things like mounting a turret and some weird sort of loot bin interactions. Also, Shrugtull mentioned himself, he said, "I don't think people have noticed in this image that Rampart has banner animations for fixing Lifeline's drone, fixing Octane's legs, and friend of a loot bin." So the next legend Rampart, he's supposed to be some engineer. And actually, Ramparts Abilities were leaked quite a while back, and I guess I could show them to you guys. So we actually have 3 passive abilities for Rampart in the game files, 1 ultimate and 1 tactical. So the first passive is called Fixer. Swapping to melee equips a wrench you can use to repair structures. The second passive is Cover Fire. Firing from cover overcharges your gun damage. The third passive is Gunner. Machine guns have increased damage, capacity, and reload faster. The tactical is called Amped Cover. Build cover with an upper barrier that blocks incoming shots and boosts the damage of outgoing shots. And the ultimate, it's called Emplaced HMG. Place a mounted machine gun that anyone can use, high ammo capacity, long reload time. So these abilities sound out of this world. I'm interested to see what you guys say. This Rampart seems to be some engineer based around placing down a machine gun bed, and then you'll be able to do more damage. It'll be harder for enemies to damage you while you're behind that cover, and also you'll have a legit turret. I'm sure that people are going to be pretty quick to say that this is super overpowered and this is going to completely break Apex Legends, but that's what people are saying about Revenant before he was released, and when he was released in Season 4, he was absolute garbage. Ramparts could be good or bad when he's released. It depends, you know, how much damage his turret does. Who knows, it might only do 1 damage. The amped cover may only have 1 HP. We will have to see. Now we're going to move on to some huge news involving one of Wraith Skins. We actually have 2 Wraith Skins that are in some pretty big news right now. So you probably already know about this, but the Marble Goddess Wraith Skin, the skin that you could have got from the Lost Treasures event, the hitbox is completely broke on it. So I think the way this skin is working is that you cannot headshot it whatsoever, and then body shots are hit and miss. The official Apex Legends tweeted, "We are aware of a bug affecting Wraith's hitbox when the Marble Goddess Wraith skin is applied. We have deployed a hotfix to bring her hitbox back to its regular state, but a client patch is required to resolve the false positive blood splatter. More details to come as we have them." So from what I can tell, they have fixed this Wraith's hitbox just a little bit, but just a few hours back, I was going up against a couple of these Wraiths using this skin, and the no-regs were kind of insane. I was getting so many no-registered hits. There's kind of a big debate going on right now. Is it morally correct to use this skin while it's completely broken? Should people use this skin that they spent a bunch of money on, or should they wait until this thing gets fixed? I think most people that have this skin right now, they certainly are enjoying it while they can, while it's the biggest pay-to-win skin maybe in Apex Legends history. They may have already rolled out a patch for this as I'm done with this video. I have full confidence that Respawn is going to fix this pretty soon, but we will have to see. Right before we get into some news about an Apex Legends mobile version, once you're done watching this video, I'm gonna have a link to my Twitter in the description. We're doing all this talking about Twitter. I always post my random thoughts about Apex on my Twitter. Make sure you go follow that. And also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, it would mean so much if you subscribe to the Alarmix YouTube channel. Now on to some pretty huge news about an Apex Legends mobile version. So we had the EA CEO talk about a bunch of stuff in this video call. In this video call, he went blah blah blah, launch a bunch of EA games on mobile version, blah blah blah, Apex Legends soft launch at the end of 2020. So people, that is absolutely great news. We got the crossplay announcement, you know, Nintendo Switch and Steam, and they're all gonna be cross-platform. And it seems at the end of 2020, Apex Legends mobile is gonna be thrown into it, and I'm guessing it is gonna be cross-platform with all of the platforms available to Apex at that time. That would be huge for Apex. If we're talking Apex on Xbox, PS4, Origin, Steam, Nintendo Switch, mobile, and they're all cross-platform, I think if that happens, we're talking Apex Legends could double or triple in size. That's a complete guesstimation. Also, if somehow Apex makes it into China, there's a very small chance of that, but Apex could absolutely explode if that happens. So now, my friends, we move on to some more news about the second Wraith skin that we're going to talk about during this video. So Strugtel over on Twitter, once again, he comes in clutch here. He found out about some huge summer sale that is supposed to happen. We aren't really too sure when, but I'm gonna put this code up on screen. You can see underlined in red, Voidwalker bundle. So yes, my people, that is referring to the one and only, the very legendary Voidwalker Wraith skin. I'm guessing in this Voidwalker bundle, it won't only have that Voidwalker Wraith skin, but I actually did a top 15 skins in Apex Legends, and the Voidwalker Wraith, it came in as the second best skin in all of Apex Legends. So what they're doing here with the Voidwalker Wraith skin, this is called bringing back OG skins. This is when you bring back skins that were supposed to be exclusive only to that event, so more people can enjoy it. Though the big deal with this is because that skin was supposed to be exclusive to that event, and those people bought it because it was exclusive to that event, it is now rare, and the people who have that skin are really happy that they bought a rare skin that is also really good looking. And if they bring it back, it will no longer be rare and they will feel less special about it. Bringing back OG skins is kind of betraying the people who originally supported Apex Legends financially. There's an enormous debate going on about bringing back OG skins. I mean, it's almost as big and as an endless debate as like console versus PC debate. Now from the same data miner, we actually have word about some sort of Paintball LTM. So So the data miner said, new Paintball LTM has supporting strings, audio, and code, should make an appearance this patch. And then if I put a picture of this code up on screen, you can see that there's something called a graffiti mod. This is a hop-up, it seems, for this Paintball LTM. And then it says increased magazine capacity and faster reloads, paint loaded rounds. And then it says press, and I suppose this will be whatever you use to toggle fire that button to change bullet color. So with this LTM, I'm not too sure how it would work. I'm guessing there would be a bunch of paintball guns, and then this is just a hop-up for that LTM. Or maybe it'll just be the normal loot pool, and then this hop-up will be the godsend that you can use to, I don't know, maybe even blind people with the paintballs. Just a fun fact about myself, I've always been like a airsoft slash paintball guy, but we don't really have that where I live because I kind of live in a remote area. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that really enjoy paintball, and this whole Paintball LTM, it really interests them, and I'm guessing that's why the developers, they're adding this in, because paintball, I'm pretty sure it's getting quite a bit bigger now. I think it's becoming a lot more popular to play. So I don't know, I guess we should just move on to our next piece of news. So this is kind of a good one to end off the video, a good little story to make your tummy tickle. So this guy named Manny Hagopian, this is a writer at Respawn, I guess. In this tweet, he said, 2 years ago, I was cooking a pork chop and writing Mirage, smiley face. And then this guy named Kareem, he said, so I was trying out Mirage's new heirloom, and I discovered that he has a rare animation where he hits with a pork chop. So you may have seen Mirage's heirloom, but you may not have known that he actually hits with a pork chop. And in one of my new heirloom ideas videos, we actually predicted that based off Mirage's lore, there is a chance that he may have a pork chop heirloom. His heirloom obviously didn't turn out to be a pork chop. You may have seen Mirage's heirloom, and you may not have known about this rare pork chop animation. That's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool how this Respawn writer wrote this really likable legend, and how he likes a pork chop, and now in game you can see Mirage hitting with a pork chop. So you know, that's just kind of a heartwarming story to end off the video. I really hope you enjoyed this Apex Legends news video. If you are not subscribed to the Alarmix YouTube channel, it would mean so much if you go below this video and hit that subscribe button to join the Alarmix club. And that'll be about it for me, the Alarmix, and I'll see you guys later.